Okay, so let's do something. I want to start by drawing our eyebrows. I've already groomed my brow. Grooming of brow is removing excess hairs. So there's a place called brow bone here. If you touch your brows here, you will feel that bone. Any hair sitting on that brow bone, you should remove it. Using your razor or your tweezer, you remove it. So I've already removed this, but I'm trying to see if I can show you. But if you can't do it, because if you spoil your brows, it will be an issue when you want to draw the brows properly. But if you can't do it, you can ask someone. There are people that can do that. Salon people, stylists, makeup artists, whoever can do that for you. Just to give your brows that shape so that drawing your brows will not be difficult. Do you understand? So let's move ahead. Like I said, eyebrow is the chief of every makeup. Once you draw your eyebrows very well, your face will already stand out. So pay attention. Using your small mirror, don't work with a big mirror. Use your small mirror and use your well sharpened pencil. You start by outlining the brow. How do I mean? Just watch what I'm doing. This your finger should rest on your body, on your face, to give it that balance. Don't keep your hand this way and start drawing. You will not get it well. So you rest your finger on your face. That's how I usually do mine. And you start following what has already been sketched. Do you understand? Following how your natural brow is. You just sketch. We call this thing sketching. You keep moving. Keep moving to the end. It may not look visible, but you can see what you have sketched. You take it from the top again. Don't start from the beginning. Give small space and start somewhere here. Follow how your brows are. Follow it and you sketch. You bring it down. So at this point, you are trying to make the first line, which is this, and the second line to meet at the tip. You start by sketching, keep dragging the line. Make sure that the line is not disjointed. Just you keep dragging. Get to the end. Do the same thing, leaving small space. Don't start from the beginning. Drag. At this point where your brow goes up, this is called the arc of the brow. Here, everybody has it. So once you drag to that point where your brow goes up, the intention now is to start bringing it down so that the first line and the second line will meet at the tip. So you start bringing it down gradually, 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 and it meets. The next thing is to start filling the brow. You fill by applying light strokes in the brow. You fill by applying light strokes. You are seeing what I'm doing. So at every point in time, my index finger, I think this is called index finger, is resting on my face at every point. Having filled this part, you move over to this other part and fill by applying light strokes. Naturally, I have hairs on my brows. There are people that don't have hairs on their brows, as in like they have scanty hairs. It's not as if they don't have at all. Their hairs are very scanty. You don't worry about that. All you need is to sketch very well. Use your pencil or use your brow filler to create those lines. By applying that light stroke, you're giving volume to your brows, to your hairs. Yeah, you're giving volume to your hairs. Do you understand? So even if you don't have any hair on your brow, once you start putting your pencil, it will bring volume. It looks as though you already have a lot of hairs. So if you watch what I did, I filled and left small part here. I also filled and left small part here. So at this point, you change the pattern of your pencil. You know, we've been keeping this pencil this way, but getting to the beginning here, you change it and take it straight. Take the pencil straight and draw straight light lines. Also do the same this way. Do you understand? Yeah, so at this point again, you now use your spoolie. Your spoolie, remember this, right? And brush through. Brush through. You're trying to make the beginning of your brow to appear very light, and to remove any line, pencil line, so that it will just look natural, but it will just look natural. I think you're just paying attention. Please pay attention. You brush through. Just brush. You do the same here. The next step is to conceal. Concealer will help you correct any mistake you made while sketching your brow and filling the brow. Concealer. So when applying your concealer, concealer is that fairer color or fairer shade. Concealer should be 2 or 3 steps lighter than your shade, right? So I'm fair, but this concealer is lighter than my complexion. So that is the one I will use under. Then when I'm working on the top, I will use the exact shade of my foundation. So using my concealer brush, this is the type I'm using. I posted 2 types of concealer brushes. This is the type I want to use today. I will pick front, turn it, and pick the back. You just pick, don't pack everything, just on a lighter note. Just pick front and back. So when you want to conceal, there's no drama. You should be very careful at this point. Any mistake you make will clean what you have done. So concealer cleans, right? It conceals, it hides. You still come to your brow bone and drop it. As you drop, you start dragging backwards. Start dragging. Just be careful. Be very, very careful. I want you to practice this, because this is where the work lies. Practice this over time. Don't expect to be perfect on the first day. Just practice. You see what I'm doing? If you make any mistake, you go back. Make sure that your line is moving in a smooth direction. Let it not be disjointed in any way. So you are moving carefully. In my many years of being a makeup artist, I still make mistake when concealing my brows. So you can imagine. So this is why you need to practice this over and over again. And this is why I advise you work on your brows first before doing any other part. So if you have gotten something like this, that's fine. Over to this one, to this side, and drop. So now I'm turning my concealer brush. As I was working on this side, my concealer brush was facing this way. I want to work on this side. You don't still leave it this way. You know it's in angular form. You turn it to face this way. So note all those patterns, please. It's very important. So you drop and start dragging. Start dragging. At any point you notice you've made a mistake, go back. Don't mess it up. Don't give yourself plenty work. So having gotten these two sides, these your two brows to appear this way, you need to blend because concealer can dry up. So you don't need to leave it like this. You need to blend. How do you blend? You blend by dragging the concealer downwards. Watch what I'm doing. You put your brush, you drag it down. You drag. You keep dragging. You move again. So that it will not look stucky. You just carefully avoiding that line so that you will not make mistake. You see, I've made a mistake. I feel like I've made a mistake. So if you notice such, you can always go back. I feel that somewhere here is open. You see what I'm telling you? So once you notice such thing, please go back with your pencil and fill that place that is open. So this is why this video, I'm not editing anything. I'm just putting it like that so that you will see my mistakes and see how I correct the mistakes. Please. If not, at this point, I will edit it and edit it off. You won't know. So I don't want that. So you fill it back. That place that was open, you fill it back. And you continue. Go back and conceal again. So you continue your blending. You blend this side again. Drag it downward. You use your blending brush. This is your blending brush to blend by moving in a circular motion. In a circular motion because we don't want to have a harsh line. You move in a circular motion. This side, you blend. Moving in a circular motion, you blend. So if you watch these two brows now, you will see that this one has harsh line. Harsh line is drawing. One important thing to note when it comes to makeup is avoiding harsh line. Avoid whatever thing you will do and it will show that this thing was sketched. There is a line you're seeing. So this side doesn't have any harsh line except somewhere here, which can be easily corrected. Once you notice it, you correct it. That is the essence of having your mirror. Your mirror will give you that actual appearance of how your face is coming out or how your makeup is coming out. So there is a harsh line here. So you try as much as possible to work on that harsh line and remove it. At least let it not be that visible. Do you understand? You work on the harsh line.